a Spirit Breaker.
It's true.
The silence.
Yes, he does.
deepens.
All right, so Virtus Pro, they're going to go defensive. No moving around. It's 5 heroes waiting for the roaming of Team Liquid. Ramses onto Sven. A nice big hero for him. Heavy damage output. How's that lane going to work for Ramses? Like, in this offlane, is GH on the Clockwork, Beastmaster. How's he meant to play this lane? Because it feels like they're going to get heavily zoned by the Clockwork on Ramses, but then you've got the effective Solo, who is
Solo
very
who
big.
already took the Glaives level 1, so that's going to be a lot of harassment. He doesn't care about the creep aggro, and if someone gets close, he will get stunned. They will deal a ton of damage. Also, I'm not sure how many mangoes Sven has. There's like they are swapping the lanes. Rams is running top.
Interesting. He didn't actually fissure the rune because he wants to save it for top lane. But that means 3 bounties for Team Liquid. Gives him a small advantage at the beginning. But they need to hold the creep wave in position because they're already changing. So yeah, Sven's moving as fast to the top lane as he possibly can. And the creep skipping has not begun. They're body blocking the wave, so it's going to push out real hard underneath the tower.
And we can already see a TP. Solo just TP'd bottom. It's going to be a tough lane on mid for V. I think at level 4, he's going to be forced out of the lane if no one plays this well.
Yeah, unless we can get some help. There's another thing to also consider is just that roaming support is a little bit different from previous. Obviously, it's no Spirit Breaker, but ES getting a good line fissure is going to just enable no one to find kills. Clockwork and SD's rotations. These two heroes synergize very well together. Disruption into Cogs and Battery Assault could just be that control factor that you're looking for, and that's what Kuro and GH are looking for right now. Obviously, they don't have the level 2s yet. Kuro body blocks him in.
He's saving a point. That's going to be a dive for him for sure.
Oh, Battery Assault. GH does it. So yeah, Icarus dive away for Pasha. Cops a fair chunk of damage, but he'll live.
Oh, they even brought Solo on a mid lane to harass V.
Oh boy.
He doesn't have any regen. He needs to use the courier. Flask is flying.
Oh, Solo, careful how much you want to dive in. GH will arrive as well. He's only got Battery Assault available. As one Boundless Strike from no one will not be enough to kill off Weeha. Oh, Pasha. Kuro actually getting that kill on bottom lane, using the illusion attack from range to get the kill and helping Miracle set up for the spin. Once they realized that Solo had moved, they needed to add pressure to that bottom lane.
Yeah, Ramses is the best Sven player in the world. He played that hero and hero is not popular, but I'm not sure if he's going to have a good time. You're playing against Shadow Demons, you can disrupt, it goes through the BKB, same goes for Beastmaster against the Clockwork. It's a really tough game. Solo, he's manning up.
Yeah, but GH has a haste route. He knows he can get away. Forces the rotation of Roger. But more and more of these heroes are just spending more time in mid. The Boundless Strike gets committed. This will allow for a fissure block in, but no one... Oh, Roger.
Wrong side.
And Weeha lets the global out. Yeah, okay.
Ping issues.
They both have the same line on Hot Mind. And this seems problematic for Mind Control. But it's difficult to dive him under the tower with the balls there. And so far as CS is not terrible. There's 16 to 14, however, on the Juggernaut. This is a very, very fun game for Miracle. And they may even have another kill in a moment. Icarus dive has to be used, but Phoenix is trying to get back to his tier 1 tower because GH is still being pressured to stay here in the mid lane.
Yeah, since they rotated the Silencer to mid, GH also came on Clockwork, and now TA is having an okay time. She's has pretty much the same CS as Monkey.
Yep. And that means as far as the Liquid cores go, they are ahead because Phoenix has nothing. He is 0.
Oh, no one.
He is
Should
0.
be careful.
Wow.
One more Star Blades. That's it.
My God, we are. Hey, I thought level 4 was meant to go the other way. You lied to me, Lacoste.
That should not happen. There's a reason why a lot of the teams pick Monkey as a counter to TA. Also, Roger on the bottom lane. 0-0 CS. Look at the CS chart.
Yep. It's a nightmare for him.
It's a nightmare for both position 4s and 5s.
And Kuro's just trying to keep him out. That's his only job. The supports are definitely losing out in levels for Team Liquid, but it's all for the greater core.
But if everyone is underfarmed, no one is underfarmed.
But the play on words, Roger. This Fissure Block's going to work. Weeha. Roger is underneath the tower, and he got hit pretty heavily by the Mail Strike. One more attack should do the job. Kuro, he's got Shadow Poison, but you have to slow for a second to get the hit. You have to connect on both while GH gets the
hits.
cogs, pushing back no one. And, well, 1, 2.
3 is enough, if my math is correct.
And Kuro wind it up. Roger dodges it. Meanwhile, Mind Control being dived underneath. Here's Tier 1 tower, both Solo as well as Ramses. Meanwhile, back at Roger. Wide ball, and he's out of mana. One more would do it, but yeah, Roger's away to safety.
Look at the CS on Jug. 29, 28.
It's a perfect lane. Oh, no one. Weeha's trying to get over aggressive. He's got a full level up on him, and no one. Oh, Weeha doesn't miss.
Where's the tip? Like, no one is the player that's easy to tilt. There it is. Someone needs to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, they
the
tipped
other way.
Miracle
could CS and tip at the same time. Nothing gets missed. So Ramsey gets phase boots. His CS is still looking fantastic as well. There's only 2 last hits. That's the difference. But it's the 20 denies.
Yeah, usually
being the bigger difference.
You see Sven's going for brown boots in the hand of Midas, but in this lane they have a lot of kill potential, and he wants to have that extra movement speed against the Boris.
Oh, nice little bit of a quick dodge, trying to use the mischief to help him out. Weeha trapped in. GH wants to help out. Cogs pushing back, buying Weeha some space, but not enough. Sentry Ward was planted down, so he couldn't hide inside the meld like he wanted to. And it's a nice way to just turn the mid lane around, even though Roger was the one to claim the kill.
He overextended there. I mean, he wants to keep dominating the lane, but you should expect at least Earthshaker to rotate there.
I'm loving the difference in the net worth. 500 is the net worth difference between the Juggernaut as well as this Sven. It's just the difference really of denies. Like, that's what it's really coming down to. And that's what the supports for Team Liquid do. They just create this extra space. But VP will move their supports to the top lane, looking for their own fight into Mind Control. TP support is coming in from the Clockwork. I don't know if he wants to complete that, but he kind of has to. GH arrives with a double damage rune. Kuro and Weeha trying to go into no one, but it's top lane where Clockwork is currently dying, and just the damage output combining with the God Strength does its work.
There's a lot of action happening at the same time, Toby. Ramses popped his ulti, so there's going to be a lot of damage dealt on Tier 1 tower. Okay, it just expired, so I was lying.
Roger did die for the cause, so Virtus Pro, like, they have it leveled up at 4 apiece.
Look at the vision from Liquid. He just planted a ward on both shrines and between Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower on a mid lane.
Yep, that's a perfect line, just moving through the Radiant jungle. Any kind of movements can be scouted out. Meanwhile, Radiant are putting their Observer Wards a little bit deeper, almost back behind the Tier 1, Tier 2 tower. Solo, GH is going at him again, but this time he'll have help. Kuro is moving over, ready to find that kill with a poison forward. Solo gets hit on that one. He can pop it now if he wants it, but he'll give it to GH. Important for GH to find these kills as well. They need to increase that level 6 timing for him. This Miracle tanking the tower. He wants that catapult to stay alive. Needs to add this pressure onto Pasha. Remember, he's got the Omnislash. He can't use it onto the creep wave. Ramses, TP's in the trees. Miracle, spin TP's out.
That was a cute little play from Ramses. If he didn't spin there, he just dies.
Which is, it would have been possible to actually just spin because Phoenix doesn't have a stun. So you'd be like, oh, I don't have to spin. I can just TP away. There's nothing you can do about it. Top lane Solar. GH, hello. They have found this
another kill.
It is. Getting back-to-back kills onto Solar. Even though he's stolen 6 intelligence. Actually, not back-to-back. It's just a good kill on top.
He's pinging that there's an observer ward, but there's actually not. Kuro will TP bottom, pick up some XP.
No one's in trouble. The TA trap's got a trigger as well. Just that extra bit of a slow and damage. GH is arriving. Roger, the Fidget Block actually keeps Weeha around, but doesn't keep Miracle spin out. As Roger, the battery assault, he's trying to get one totem stun down. The TA trap controls the other end. Now he can get the double stun and move out of the trees, but the Maelstrom will still connect. The chain off will be Ramses to find the kill into the back lines to kill off GH. Pasture has died as well. Ramses in a world of hurt underneath the tower. Miracle just wants to get the hell out of here, or does he? Healing Water's
They
being
have a
planted.
trap.
They can actually stand with the trap. The slow is good, but the double stun from Ramsey is better. They can move onto the tower, but it's buying time for TP support to arrive from Virtus Pro. So the balance strike connects GH. He's going to try and cog create space, trapping up no one inside the cogs. He can't push back out again, and Miracle uses the spin to come in closer. No one. Where's that balance strike? He's got all the life steal ready to go. He needs to hit somebody. Finally, Weeha's in range. Refraction will buy some time. Another TA trap, turning for the damage. Five heroes
from
Virtus
VP.
Pro brought to this mid lane. That opens up the side lanes. They get the kill on the TA, but at what cost?
This is the kind of a game that Silencer wants to play, but the enemies are not dying. So this is kind of the problem, because you would want to pick up those easy intelligence. 5-man rotation from Virtus Pro, and they only got 1 kill. You can see the network difference already. 3,000, bounty runes are spawning in 20 seconds. It's going to be such a tough Monkey King game because of all the vision. With the Hawk, with the Shadow Poison, with Rocket Flare, traps, they're going to see him everywhere.
And they're getting more levels onto Kuro now. Like, he sacrificed himself, but they're giving him the entirely free bottom lane. Observer wards are all through the jungle now. You got 4 dot lines moving down. They see everything. Miracle clips on the fissure. And with the curse, he's not going to be a healthy man. In fact, I think he actually dies from this while watching Borst. I know he'll live. He has 1 charger, so he's okay. I'll take it back.
He had a spin and some one charges if needed. Top lane, Phoenix only level 4, has Hand of Midas queued up. That's the item that he needs to come back into this game, because he's the least farmed hero right now.
I love how Kuro's just taking this bottom tower solo. Pasha's forced to rotate, and GH hits a haste rune. So he can close the distance and potentially force the Icarus dive, and they want to be able to do this. So instead, they'll use Disruption and Battery Assault. Pasha trying to get out. He's able to Icarus dive himself away. Only 2 points up in the poison. The third one, it barely doesn't connect from Kuro, but the fissure there from Roger does not connect on the Totem Stun, however, so GH has some distance to back up. He burns from the Sprite, but not all the way down. Meanwhile, Ramses dies up on top lane. Miracle didn't have to use Omni Slash for that one. They're just the raw.
Yeah, because there was not too much action happening early. You can see all of these supports with 1,000 net worth, and they didn't get any kills. Even though if they got the kills, everyone was so under-leveled. So they're only level 5. Silencer needs to buy a tome to get himself to level 6.
Well, they're cursing. Mind Control's like, all right, you want to try and fight this? Let me just posture, force you back in again. This combination goes to work. Pasha has the Icarus dive to get away once more. But support's arriving in the form of Roger. The fissure block is fantastic. Kuro and GH trapped. They have to move to the tree lines, and no one knows he can battle on this, but GH creates more space. Kuro will still burn out. In fact, no one uses the Boundless Strike to ensure his own kill on this. While up on top lane, Ramsey's looking for his own target. No, Mind Control's backing out.
This is a hard game to spectate, Toby.
Yeah, good luck, Russian Observer. That's who we're on board with right now. Bounce across every single lane. Mid lane's being pressured. Miracle wants to finish up the tower. Fortification will deny him this, but Pasha's looking to just deny up the tower straight up. Miracle claims it as Weeha and Kuro look to add the pressure towards mid lane. But then you got ES roaming up the river. He's going to look for a fissure block, and Kuro's a little bit too far out of position. So they're already going on to mid lane, but the disruption from Kuro keeps Roger out.
There's
He's
the
actually
ulti.
got the Purge, so the TP away. No one's going to
They
stun.
have no stuns. Clockwork is not level 6. Man, I love casual bracers, especially on position 5s. Look at him. He's so tanky. Bracer, Magic Wand, Fairy Fire. This hero doesn't die. Now they have a global silence.
And they just gave him the tome too, so level 6 up for Roger.
This ward between tier 1 and tier 2 towers just scouting pretty much everything. Those 2 wards that they placed at the shrine and the one I just talked about, giving them everything they need. You can see the gold difference from 3,000 to 7,000 in less than 3 minutes.
Miracle's getting bigger as time passes by. Now, these Virtus Pro supports you're talking about, yeah, they would like to have a bracer. Give them some time, smoke up from Virtus Pro. They'll move forward. No one's still trying to build into the medallion to begin with. And the cover of smoke, they don't, because their wards are so defensive, they don't know where Liquid is moving on their side of the map. Early Vlad's done up. Now no one on the run. GH lines up for the hook shot. No Boundless Strike to cancel it. And the perfect committal, pushing him back. The Boundless Strike never had a chance.
And they were on a different side of the map, trying to bait with Ramses on top, who was playing extremely aggressive, pushing the tower. But this is a problem. They can't defend this. It's a free tier 1 tower. And with the heroes that they have, like usually you would want to take a tier 1 tower away from Templar Assassin so you can have the access to her Ancients, and now it's the completely opposite thing. Also, there's a Sven, which means that they would love to stack for him.
Oh, they're actually moving towards Roshan. And doing it without a double damage rune?
What about Arcane Rune?
Arcane Rune's there, so we can take that. I suppose you get some extra refraction charges up and running.
They should be careful about it. Monkey has ulti.
They have an Observer Ward and a Hawk, however. So they don't see the Observer Ward. And the jump forward, the curse over on 3.
Nice
Fissure
block.
Pocket's good, but Miracle into the spin. Wukong's command is down, and they're kind of trapped here for the moment. Omni Slash is available. Everyone's just trying to disengage. Mind Control will die, but Global, everything apart from the Echo Slam was actually burnt. So Liquid just have to back out and then reset.
They only use 4 ultis.
They can look for the kill in mid. They only use 4 ultis.
Oh, wrong side. They have double Fissure. Nice save.
Kuro, the Stormhammer, can never actually reach his target. Another TA trap, and GH, he jumps himself forward on the cogs, pushing Ramses, isolating him from the rest of his team, and continuing the poison stack up, but Roger is trapped. Miracle gets the kill. Another TA trap will be planted, slowing down Solar.
They're just going to go into Roche Pit. They don't want to chase. They know that Virtus.pro can't fight with those ultis.
They've also got the 15-minute bounty runes to collect. Like, the top one's being grabbed by the Monkey King, but they start up Roshan now. You know, with Healing Ward, they can just tank through everything.
These supports are going to get one shot at. Phoenix is the hero that doesn't have high armor. Same goes for Silencer, and the only thing that TA needs right now is a Blink Dagger to cut into backlines.
And VP look like they just want to delay this game out. Like, you went Midas on Sven, you're going Midas on the Phoenix. Everything is slowing up. And the medallion's completed by no one at the same time as Clockwork completes up his own. And Miracle is just beyond beefy. Like a 15-minute Manda style, working his way towards the Maelstrom. The Templar Assassin is the one who has the Aegis model, so Weehart feels very confident to keep the pressure onto the Tier 2 tower in mid and keep that catapult alive. They've done really well, Liquid, playing around these catapult waves. Every time there's a catapult, it seems like there's a hero standing in front of it, ensuring it survives.
Yeah, and they're not stopping. They still have the 2 Tier 2 towers to take. They're just going to go for it.
They can move top. That's the simplest movement. Establish more vision control. And VP do at least have one Observer Ward that's very far on the north that's able to watch the movement. God, the sustain increases more. The Arcane Boots for disruption. Do they go up?
The lanes are in good position. They're going to go for high ground. At least deal some damage, try to force something to happen.
Every ulti is back up for Virtus.pro.
A lot of attack speed.
That's the downside. No one beginning the Wukong's command, but the Mind Control cutting the trees, revealing where no one was trying to hide. The ball's already doing the work, and the Tier 3 tower is almost dead. We're 17 minutes into the game. Weehan wants to come up and finish the job, but he understands if he gets Fissure blocked in, he could just die twice. No reason to risk it. VP even planning a defensive Observer Ward right in front of their tower. They need to see as far as they possibly can.
God, they want to get this Tier 3 tower so they can get shrines.
No one's baiting the Wukong. Here it comes out. Miracle. He actually is in on the front lines. Needs to move out of the Wukongs. But have they got more disruption? It's not there.
Yeah,
Miracle will die. Oh, no one wants more. Jumping forward, right on top of GH. Battery Assault's already down. No one kind of isolated with a hook shot forward. No one instantly dead. And that Supernova so far out of position. GH isolates Ramses with the cogs out on the sides. He's battling inside the mid lane. The TA trap will buy GH a little bit more space to get away. The buyback is already coming from the Monkey King, but Weehan wants to fight. Remember, he's got this Aegis the Immortal. A defensive disruption again from Kuro, making sure it doesn't go to waste. Even though he'll get hit by the Fairy Fire, most of that damage is just being negated because you got the healing wall behind and he had the defensive refraction charge. And they're coming in again. More of these baited out. Liquid can reset and come again.
This is like open AI playing Dota. Miracle bought back, and now they're going to go in. You don't expect someone to buy back at this point of the game, but they realize they have nothing to fight with. Roger, I'm not sure if he has a Blink Dagger.
Another great Fissure. The Echo Slam comes out. Roger comes a hell of a lot of damage by that defensive disruption. They want to go on Miracle, but he spins. He'll dodge any other attack, but they just want to get out of this one for the moment. Yes is down, or do they? Clockwork, hook shot's not off cooldown just yet. GH is in a position like he's about to come off cooldown. No one perched up into the Omni Slash, totally isolated. He never jumped over anyone else, and now the side blade damage spills out across Solo as well as Pasha. The Stormbolt, where's the control? They at least are able to keep their Raxes alive, but we are so low on life. I think maybe now is the time you want to have that Aegis pop, or it could just hit Solo! Oh, Lacoste, you called it. Where's your armor? Where's your life? Where's your hope? Where's your top melee Rax? It's about to all be in like in ruins.
And there's another healing ward. These Raxes, they're gone.
Yep.
They don't even have to commit for a range Raxes because it doesn't matter. This Rax is completely useless.
Miracle once more. Hookshot's available. They're ready to fight. GH is looking for a target. He just needs some information. Beastmaster roars up too, so they got chain stuns, chain control. So the Hawk comes up. They see Ramses. The traps are on the sidelines. Roger wants to move around the back lines. A quick curse over on 3. Miracle quickly dispels. Now Weeha caught out for the moment. Stunned. They'll use a force off, get him back, but GH found the target. He found Roger over on the sideline. The Roar is down as well. They just want the ES removed. They're able to do so. Buyback's available. The Aegis Mortal is burned over on the Templar Assassin as Ramses turns around to fight once more, looking for some extra damage into Weeha. They may be able to get it all out. Defensive disruption now from Kuro will buy a little bit more time. It's a great fissure. It's a great boundless strike.
Echo,
now the Icarus dive in, but they're caught inside the Wukong's command. Without the Echo, they don't have to control. Mind Control's able to run himself back further out. Over on the side, GH will create more space, but they're moving into the TA traps. That's a 4-man trap. Kuro with this poison, he continues to stack it up. That's way too much on no one, and now with the Melon Strike, he dodges. The mischief is problematic to say the least, while Ramses having his own little battle on the side. Kuro can buy back, but Miracle, he wants to move in deeper. Mind Control getting caught by the curse. That may be his own death as Ramses. He'll commit one last wave of access so GH can have some level of control in that battle, but Miracle, he wants to die back over on Roger. He'll be isolated, and they're going to claim it.
That's a minute without Roger. They're not done. I'm not sure if Beastmaster has a buyback. He does. He might actually buy back. All right. They already took the melee Raxes. They don't have to commit to buybacks.
Yeah.
They still have every single tier 1 tower in the game. So even if they buy back, Virtus.pro can't do anything.
It's 20-minute bounty runes. You retreat back out if you're Team Liquid. You have a 15k gold advantage. You have forced Virtus.pro to the edge. Juggernaut, SD, ES, Monkey King, they all bought back during that last engagement.
Toby, they're cutting them so hard with these traps. These traps are placed perfectly. And the Boris as well on top of it.
And they're going to cut him even harder. A 4-staff up from the Clockwork. It's not like playing around the cogs. It's already been fantastic. How is Ven meant to do the damage? You say Ramses is one of the best players, but how does he even close the distance and do this damage?
Just get close.
Okay, sure. Hold me closer.
The problem is they don't have a way to start a fight. Roger is nowhere near his Blink Dagger. Same goes for Sven. Monkey King is a non-factor in this game. There's one guy with buyback at the 21-minute mark. That's insane. Now there's 3.
Liquid are just continuously scaling through items as well. The top lane's pressuring in. No one's defending. Liquid smoke up. They want to try and catch anyone from Virtus.pro out, and they're ready to fight. Hawk is up. So much information from Liquid. They see this Ven. They probably know he's a bit of bait. The Observer and Sentry doesn't see enough. Great hook shot forward. And the 4-star, he wants the backline cogs. Global Silence doesn't do anything because the BKBs are from Weeha. They'll kill off Ramses. They hit so hard, so fast. Did someone catch Team Liquid's license plate number?
They can call this game. There it is. Like they have nothing to do.
22-minute GGs. Game 1 and Game 3, the 2 games Liquid take